Okay, this is on the romance piece. So, um, this romance piece is basically subjected to exclusively periods and time frames associated with my life, whether it be good news or whether it be bad news. This is a means of this whole romance has been nothing but operant conditioning for years. For fucking years, it's been nothing but operant conditioning. And these women will come in during times in which I have a big bill to pay, like recently, the winter bill. Um, I had to pay all of a sudden, a few days before that, a week before that, multiple women will come in. The women that are attractive are always on fucking, they want to be 420 friendly, right? So there they go, right? Always 420, always want to argue with me about it too, for some fucking reason. They think that they can argue their way about how they fucking need it. Okay. They think they know fucking stress. They have no fucking, again, my thoughts on this are I'm in a program that is set aside for special people. If you think you know stress, you have no fucking idea. And I don't want to hear excuses about how you need to use drugs to supplement your fucking stress. And if you're a woman, you live life on fucking easy mode. On easy mode. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If you think you need drugs, unless it's for medicinal reasons and you have cancer or something, I don't want to freaking hear it. So, long story short, they probably heard me and keep up with this, obviously. I have these women all of a sudden coming in and trying to get my attention on multiple sites. And it's either surrounded by the results of an exam, it's surrounded by something that I have to pay financially. That's a financial burden. And then they don't want to have a conversation after that. And then they just drop off. It's almost like fake profiles, almost. Same thing with my Facebook. I've been using my Facebook to broadcast my network. And I have these women. I'm going to go and do a screen share. Okay. On my likes, I don't know who these people are, like this woman right here, Trisha, right? Trisha Vereen, and she's trying to use her profile. This is the thing, is when people connect with you, the reason they connect is because they're connecting based off of their background, meaning they have something either to display, meaning their cover picture in this case, their profile picture in this case, something on their page, their post, right, has something that is related to you and is some means of grabbing your attention or using it to orchestrate abuse or semantic abuse. In this case, she really wants me to focus on targeted lives matter, and she really wants to get me to focus on the story behind this guy. And they have everything laid out nice and neat so you get to reading it. And they're using this social media to facilitate a train of thought and to always subdue your mind. Always about subduing and controlling your fucking mind and putting in this fear mongering in your mind. Now, on vlog 75, we talked about, I believe, the Walmart. It was either 74 or 75, the Walmart incident. While I was navigating Navy Federal, these people, the Walmart employee specifically, one of them, walked up near me while I was having a conversation and decided to use prophylactic dialogue and say that, yeah, you're being hunted out loud, right? And that's what they do. They walk out in front of you, beside you, wherever you are, and they use this prophylactic, and they call it indirect conversation. And what they'll do is they'll have somebody follow them. In this case, it was another male employee to like protect her, quote unquote. And so that's another thing too, is they love to this is what they do. They hide. What they'll do is behind a male or a group of people, and they're always using something in a group. They're always using something around a deterrent, a shield, a social shield. And this is about controlling your emotion and then getting away with the fucking harassment. This is them always about using prophylactic conversation, but when they abuse you, they're always abusing you around people. So if that you react or you have an altercation with them, they feel that they could be safe because they're surrounded by people when they say it. So it's a disarming, right? And then what happens is the other alternative is they'll abuse you with the conversation indirectly. And then what they'll do is they'll have someone else come by you, or you'll run into someone because they've staged in front of you. Again, you're being tracked. And then they'll have somebody act tough and hard around you in order to diffuse and de-escalate the abuse. Okay? So I'm going to say that again. The tactic is to come in and verbally abuse you, okay, using crowd influence in this crowd conversation. They'll stick you with some type of harassment. In this case, it was a Walmart employee saying, yeah, they're hunting you. And then she walks away. That's the only thing that you can hear, right? And she's walking briskly by you, but she's walking with another male employee, and she's barricaded herself between you, okay, and has him barricade between you and her as they walk by. So this is about them being literally bullies and then making sure that they facilitate and orchestrate a crowd around them to diffuse your ability to react. And if you do feel that you're at the breaking point of reacting, they'll bring someone in and diffuse you by orchestrating the same emotions that you feel or how it made you feel. And so now they get away with it. This is how they use crowd control in order to manipulate your frame of mind. Okay? So if you are in a crowd and they're egging you on, that's crowd control, just like when we were in the bar fight in SIU. Same thing. Police could have showed up. Bartender males could have showed up. Other people could have showed up. But that wasn't it. This was the whole crowd putting me out in the middle of the parking lot and then everybody going this way. That's what this was about. This was an orchestration, just the same orchestration that's being exhibited out there right now. It's the same fucking thing. And this is crowd control. And this is how they start orchestrating and building up this criminal record. They start building up, okay, this frame of mind. It's the same thing, okay? The same thing about last vlog on fishing, right? He wants you to fuck up and not tie down your kayak. Okay, we'll go in there and orchestrate intimidation and harassment. We'll go and intimidate you and know that we put a backstory on the place you're fishing where people get shot and there's dead bodies and there's fucking bullet casings all over the place. And now you got two drunk guys there in the middle of the fucking night. What are you going to fucking do? Okay? The same shitheads that were supposed to be good buddies in kayak fishing, right? Kayak fishing world got good camaraderie. Yeah. I haven't seen any of that, but okay. So, long story short, this is how they're using this manipulation. Okay? Back to the romance. Drugs. Women with drugs, women reaching out to me like this. I'm going to go to the screen share again. Okay? This lady reaching out to me. My notifications are showing me I have 13 different likes from this lady. 13. Red shirt with a kid, Hispanic female, likes all of these things. Not one friend request, not one message, just like 13 times. And 13 was the year Joseph Rose told me all of these things about my life and about how people are trying to get me to have a stroke. People are trying to get me to have a heart attack. And people will walk around and say he'll have a heart attack when he's 55 from all the stress. That's what they do, is they walk around and use this third person conversation to talk about me. Tells me I'll be bald when I'm 31. Tells me I'll be in trouble when I purchase a house, and all of these things, like this laundry list of things that I'm gaslit with. And then you have thousands of people who are orchestrating the abuse and having these conversations about how you're going to make money when you're 35, how you'll make money when you're 40. And they'll just keep talking about what the things that you're going to do. You're going to have a girlfriend when you're 45. You're going to get in trouble when you're 45. You're going to have a heart attack when you're 55. And the list goes on, right? And they're just perpetually gaslighting you every single place you go. I don't know who this female is. Let's see. Her name's Kimberly Helen. All she has to say is she's 29 with a 4-year-old daughter and she's single. That's it. I don't know where she's from. I don't know what the deal is. I don't get it. But these women are using this romance to abuse you. And then you have dating sites where women are constantly in your inbox and it's not the right type of woman for you. So all of this starts ramping up because I have a finite window of time before my next Module 2 examination. This is super common, super duper common. I have a finite window before examination, okay? I have 300 pages that I'm responsible for on the slides alone. I have over 100 pages on the work, on the book, on the textbook alone. And I have only 2.5 weeks to accomplish everything, make a good grade, okay? And so all of a sudden, when push comes to shove and it's time to focus and hone in, I have an inundation of problems and an inundation of stimuli, okay? And they were using this in SIU. They were using this while I was in school. And when I go to correct myself, you know, when I was running around with ADHD all those years as a kid, I figured that I learned about myself the most in physician assistant school. And the thing about it is when I go to fix myself and now I have good mental state, I feel like I'm more balanced. Now that I'm more balanced, people are still using the same tactics and they're using it to a greater degree. So it's like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? Because when you go through this adulthood, they say you're supposed to fix yourself, right? Work on yourself and then you'll be able to work on others, right? And the world around you will change. I've worked on myself, but people have deliberately made sure to work on me. And they're using this program to inundate you with issues, non-stop fucking issues, right? Always trying to humiliate you. In the gym, it's always about big dudes walking around. In the observation experience, it's about taking the tallest guys, the tallest nurses, the tallest doctors, the tallest anybody and everybody they recruit to be on your accord, to walk in your vicinity, to be around your social setting. Always the tallest guys walking around your accord. When you are growing in confidence, when you're not making mistakes, when you're about your business, when you're making good grades, when you're exercising, when you're eating right, when you're busting chops, when you're doing it, these motherfuckers have a plan for you, and that's to come around and walk in your line of sight and leave you isolated and use STDs like herpes or HPV, okay, to keep you down under their thumb and have your fucking parents send you money while the whole time you're being smeared and abused everywhere you fucking go. And then what they do is they take these assets that you like and assets that on average everyone else has, okay, like a newer vehicle, for example. And everywhere you drive, they'll keep these fucking vehicles around you, driving in front of you at all times. The Mercedes, okay, the Benz, right? The Jeeps. All of these things are always revolving around you in excess, okay, in excess. That's the difference. Just like they've influenced you and you see the crowd control and you see the candid camera, right? You see it, you know it. The difference is it's on steroids and it's a deliberately tracking orchestration of events, right? You're getting bigger, you're getting stronger, you're lifting, you're the right weight, your VO2 max is almost advanced, right? 35 years old, You're on your grind, still making fucking A's. People are bitching about their lives. They have no clue what stress is. You do, okay? And these people still have the audacity to do everything in their fucking power to bring you down. And you guys think, some of you, very small portion of you, probably think that this is just overabundance of stimuli. You're probably paranoid. My objective data states otherwise. I just want to let you know that there's a lot of healthcare providers out there that are complete shitheads. That's all I've got to say. And it's very interesting that I have to go through the magnitude and have the discipline and the fortitude to go through this and then be denied what I know I'm capable of. And it's always a revolving fucking door with romance, always trying to target my manhood, always trying to target anything and everything you can, prophylactic conversation everywhere I go, always trying to undermine my occupational decisions, making sure that I'm not a paramedic, making sure I'm not making decisions because you guys want to make shitty ones, making sure that I'm not professional by orchestrating fault and failure, even to the point of going through my phone. The greatest years of the phone sabotage was when it started in 2014, leading up to the year 2021, where they would go through my apps, especially my clock. Okay, they go through my clock app. I would set 3 timers, 3 alarms. Okay, 3 alarms to wake up. These motherfuckers are going through the app and turning the alarms off so that you're late for work. That's the extent of trash. Okay, that's the extent of trash that I have to go through. And people think that they have it fucking difficult. They have no clue. No clue. No clue. I have no sympathy. I can't relate. So I'm glad I don't have to try to relate to anybody. When people have issues about life, they have no clue. None whatsoever. And I can't relate. So this whole romance thing is just out the water. It's like you have no respect for females anymore. You've already surpassed like the best, I guess, years of your life. You're 35. You see everything in the world around you as complete shit, right? And I don't know why it continues. That's what I don't understand. Is it just continues, right? I have a judge who knows this, is fully aware of what's going on as we speak, fully fucking aware, okay? There's a whole justice system that's fully fucking aware. Nothing has transpired. Nothing. There is an open case right now, a $3 million open case right now. Nothing has transpired. And the thing about it is if I make a private citizen's arrest, I'm going to upload what the conversation is with a police officer in the North Precinct who thinks he knows the law and who thinks he knows what I'm going through. And the fact of the matter is he knows what's going on, and he thinks that he's just going to diffuse the situation and try to talk me out of what's wrong, what's right. And it's conspiracy under the color of law. Okay? And the thing is if I go and start arresting somebody who's harassing me, they're going to try to send me to the fucking psych. They're going to try to tell me I'm wrong. They're going to do all these fucking things except the right thing, right? And of course, the person I'm going to arrest is going to be kicking and screaming and acting like they don't know what the fuck they're doing when the whole time they do. The whole fucking time they know that they're carrying this conversation. The whole time they're using this KGB prophylactic conversation. And then you have a whole cohort of people behind them trying to safeguard them and protect them and then call you crazy like it's not happening. I mean, how shitty can you fucking be?